What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of Inspired Stories for the month of December. This month I'm back to highlighting a producer. So I actually chose a producer group or duo, two producers, and their name is Mike and Keys. You might have heard of them from their work with Nipsey Hussle, Casey Veggies, Dom Kennedy, bunch of West Coast artists. They're actually from, I believe they're from Crenshaw, LA, somewhere in there. So they naturally worked with a lot of different people from the new West Coast era of hip hop around, the early 2010s and all the way up until now. But they really got their notoriety from working with Nipsey Hussle, and then obviously when he passed away in 2019, a lot of people started hearing of Mike and Keys more. For me, I think I first heard of them back in 2014, around the time that Casey Veggies was working on his Live and Grow album. I've obviously talked about that album in the Inspired Stories Casey Veggies episode, so go check that out. But I remember they used to go by the name The Futuristics, and I don't know what led to them changing the name. Maybe it was like a conflict with another group or person that had that name, but they used to go by the Futuristics, and they actually did a song that was like a SoundCloud song for Casey called Anything Goes. And I just remember hearing like the weird like vocal sound that they used in there with these heavy drums and everything and these crazy hi-hats, and I'm just like, man, like the energy of that record was really cool. And I remember getting really excited for the sound of that. And then I ended up going back because I had already listened to like Life Changes, the mixtape by Casey, and I didn't realize that Mike and Keys actually did a lot of that tape. So to me that was like the quintessential sound for Casey. And then I started digging into what they did with Dom Kennedy, what they did with Nipsey, obviously on the Crenshaw mixtape for Nipsey, which was one of the biggest, if not his biggest project. They kind of got him solidified. They did a good amount of that. And then all the way up until 2018 when his Victory Lap album came out, which they executive produced. I think they did the majority of the songs on there. They either fully produced them or co-produced them. And I know that in the last few years too, they've also been working on their own music, self-releasing things with certain artists. And as far as West Coast producers, I feel like they might kind of get overlooked, but they've worked with a lot of people that, kind of get credited for bringing back that sound of California hip hop. So they're real architects of, just creating that new wave and everything. And I feel like every time I've heard one of their records, I just feel that sentiment for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here. Obviously, it's unfortunate that Nipsey passed away. We might not be able to hear a lot of the stuff that they were going to continue to work on with him, because I know they probably have a lot of stuff in the tuck with him. I know they're working on an album with Casey right now, which I'm excited for. And I think they're doing their own album as well. They've kind of teased self-releasing music over the past few years, but they've only done little things here and there. I know Domo Genesis did a couple EPs with them that were really popular for a minute. I think they just came out with the second or third one at the end of 2020. But I know that they're just hard at work. They're very active on social media, and I always, get inspired by seeing them in the studio with certain people and just making really dope music. So, hopefully one day I can connect with those guys. Seeing as how I have some West Coast connections as well, hopefully one day could either work with them, interview them, something. But hats off to them, man. They're both really dope. I've heard a few interviews with both of them. And they seem like really genuine people who really just, they put the music first before anything else, and they put people first. And I think that's why they've gotten in rooms with so many different artists and really put a lot of artists on the map as well. So yeah, so that's episode 10 of Inspired Stories, the last episode of 2021. had a good time this year, kind of just giving, the spotlight to some people that I've listened to over the years. And, I'm looking forward to doing this for a full year, every month in 2022, continuing to highlight artists, producers, and different people, and just kind of give a different perspective, give my perspective on what these people mean to me and probably to a lot of other fans as well. So appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you at the top of 2022 in January with another artist. So thanks, guys.